some showers moving out of New York State up across western New England. That batch of shower activity will miss us, but there are more lined up. But as you take a closer look, again, it's not a wall of rain headed this way. There's a lot of dry air around the showers. So tomorrow's not a washout. Here we are at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's really not much on the radar. Maybe a couple of spritzes and sprinkles. We will be watching a few showers working along the Connecticut shoreline as well as southeastern Massachusetts. But even at 10 a.m., the bulk of the showers are south of town versus north of town. I think most of tomorrow afternoon stays dry. There could be an isolated shower, but it's not widespread. And it will not be significant weather. There will be some thunderstorms across New York State. One or two of them may hold together as they come into New Hampshire and Vermont, but at that time it's getting pretty late in the day. So still thinking more likely showers than anything else. And what these showers will do is start to add humidity to the air as we go through the day. Temps tomorrow morning in the upper 50s by 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Scott shower.
Like that. If you did tell me, I probably was like, huh? What?
Like,
oh, well. Listen. I'm about to be tied up for about an hour. What a come on, bitch. I'll be up. All right, be easy, fams. I don't know. If she did, your mom probably did. If she did, your mom didn't answer the phone.
With an elderly man, and when they got there, officers found the man with a gunshot wound to the leg. Police are looking for that shooter, who they say may be on a dirt bike. We have a crew headed to the scene, and we will be bringing you updates as soon as we get them here on the news station.
Tonight on 7, Danny Ainge, ready to retire. Time for me to move on. Brad Stevens crossing over.
It's an honor to be trusted with this responsibility.
Coaching questions remain after this Celtics shakeup.
Danny Ainge announcing his retirement today. The team promoting head coach Brad Stevens to take his spot. We've got night team coverage of the Celtics shakeup from what Ainge says he's stepping down to the search for the team's next coach. We're starting with our sports director, John Messina, live to go.
Today's big announcement was more than a month in the making. This wasn't a quick reaction move by the Celtics, apparently. And, you know, it's a big one. Danny Ainge retired. Kind of a surprise. We knew it was a possibility he could step down, but...
Not only do I customize insurance, I also do hair.
The team's president of basketball operations, Ainge delivered the team's first
I feel
world
sorry for that
championship
little
in
baby
22
girl.
years back in 2008. Now it's up to Brad Stevens to make sure they don't wait another 22 years.
I've always trusted my instincts, and my instincts have told me
Yeah, she's been sleeping most of the day
for my
today.
family and for the Boston Celtics.
Danny Ainge went by his gut for 18 years as the Celtics.
Because I was sleeping like shit. I took a fucking long ass nap. I was knocked out for
Basketball is
like
fun. I love basketball. It's been part of my
until like
life.
almost 6 o'clock.
Like I said earlier, it was I trust my
So I'm
instincts.
up.
Like it told me a couple months ago that it was time for me.
Yeah.
And that's what's best for us.
All right, Joe.
Best for the Celtics.
Ainge, the architect of the 2008 championship.
What's good, folks? You know what it is.
This now.
It's motherfucking.
I'm invigorated by it. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm excited about it. I know there's a lot of work to do. Right, I
Well,
this morning, and
what up?
another,
And the first step towards winning that title is Stevens handpicking his replacement on the bench.
they don't have to fill Doc Rivers' shoes like I did, and they don't have to fill Danny Ainge's shoes now like I do. Good news is they just have to, figure out a way to, be better than the last guy. I'm excited for Brad. I think with Brad, he was born for this. With Brad's leadership and his
fuck did he do? Run his battery out or some shit?
They just want to hire someone who has a great
That's because his ass be all over the fucking place. Tell him to charge that shit. Yeah. What it is. You know what it is. So you'd be surprised. No, I'm just saying, you know what it is with your people, so you shouldn't be surprised. It doesn't matter whether somebody's there or not. You have to remember you were like mom with her, so she's not gonna rush to tell you like this. That's what you're there for.
Retiring as the only person in Celtics history to win championships as a player and as a general manager. With no championships since 2008.
That's what counts. You got on there, so don't matter about it. She comes back. Things will come back.
Basketball operations.
I'll be around.
Fans mixed on some of Ainge's recent decisions.
I'll be around. I got nothing. Yep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. In terms of the personnel that he brought to the Celtics in the last 2 years,
Jesus
Today's retiring
Christ. Fucking
Celtics head coach Brad Stevens is
counseling
leaving the
dates.
sideline. Will be enough to replace Ainge in the front office.
I think it's a good move because he really knows.
Now, like I said, it's Primetime motherfucking Omen. And on Primetime Omen, well, guess what? Told you I fried myself some goddamn onion rings. So, with those onion rings, that's my hot sauce. You know, hot sauce is life. Like, now, of course, I have my returning champions, Little Dick's Peach Habanero. It's a good ass hot sauce. And I fucking love it. Since I don't have any chicken right now, onion rings are just gonna have to do. It actually tastes really good on an onion ring. Not that I was surprised. Yes. Yes. Can you say yes with me?
Reunion between Lucy Silva and her four-legged best friend after a fire tore through the top floor of their home in Revere.
Now next on the peach train, Stephen Pulley's Blazing Peach. So good. Two delicious hot sauces. Back to back. Splashed in my mouth. My taste buds are dancing. They don't know what else to do with themselves. They're dancing to this music right now. Splash more hot sauce on us, please. Give us more. Don't stop. More hot sauce. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, like, if I was a NASCAR driver and shit, like, at the end of the race when I win, come across the finish line, scorching the whole scene. Then bam, we would shake up bottles of hot sauce, like splash everybody with hot sauce. Splash, splash. Of course, people wouldn't be too happy about that when it gets in their eyes and it starts burning and shit. But for the most part, it'll be fun, you know, and colorful as shit. You know, splash, green hot sauce, and purple hot sauce, red hot sauce, yellow hot sauce, splash. motherfuckers be out there with their mouths open. Piece of chicken, catch it with a chicken like splash. Alright, let's go to the next one. Another Stephen Pulley creation. KOH. In case you didn't hear me the first time, that's KOH. KOH. A nice, hot, spicy, delicious flavor that I have grown to love. Upon first taste, actually. What I love about this shit is the fast heat, but it comes with the flavor at the same time. Gives you a nice side of the tongue burn. Oh, I like that backside burn. I do. I love the side of the tongue burn. It's good. You son of a bitch, Stephen Pulley. Now I know normally I would save these types of things for Shots of Chaos, but Shots of Chaos is for reviews of products I haven't tried before. You know what I'm saying? That's totally devoted to one hot sauce. Chilling with Omen and any other time I feel like talking about hot sauce because I love hot sauce. It's just me talking about hot sauce. And I like to promote those brands that make good fucking hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? Now, going with another favorite. Right now, it is my top straight pepper fermented. Meaning just only peppers fermented, no fruits or anything like that, no added other stuff. And I really do love the way this tastes.
A local college student called to court in connection to some bad behavior at a Celtics game. The 21-year-old was seen on the broadcast throwing a water bottle at star Kyrie Irving. Today, his attorney argued that he shouldn't face charges for the incident.
No! Don't you dare.
Gone is the Kevin Garnett.
Oh, shit.
Sported at TD Garden Sunday. Today, University of Rhode Island student Cole Buckley wears a shirt and tie and stays buttoned up to go before a judge.
That was close. Almost.
21-year-old Braintree man is accused of throwing a water bottle at NBA player Kyrie Irving during a Celtics Nets playoff game.
They should never throw anything at anybody. I'm glad they found him, and I'm glad they arrested him.
Buckley is charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Suffolk County District
A dangerous weapon? A water bottle is a dangerous weapon now, seriously? What's next? We are making such a big deal about little things. I find it to be quite disturbing, actually. But I don't want to get caught up in that. I want to talk about hot sauce. That's what I can talk about for now until I start telling stupid ass stories about shit. Now, the next one, folks, is this Dandito hot. Another one of my favorite sauces, like I told you. It's a very nice, thick. Oh, I love that smell. Take a look at that. I can't really say anything, you know? It's just so good. The flavors just work. They just work. That's all I can say. Now, let me move on to another one. Another one of Stephen Pulley's. This one's called Naruga Island. Another good one. I mean, listen, I'm telling you, you see me eating these things with anything I could possibly put them on. They're good fucking hot sauce. They're good. I would drink them if it wouldn't be considered like a waste, right? You know what I mean? Because I want to taste them on stuff. I want to just like drink them. I would though. Trust me, I would. Oh my god. Maruga Island, how dare you? Oh, yes, they're so good. Now, another one of my favorites. Five Pots Farms. Honey carrots. Fucking great sauces, I'm telling you, that you see before your faces. Look at how fucking thick this is. Do you see that? It's like, no, I'm not coming out. You're gonna eat me. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking, oh, look at that.
When was the last time you saw her?
20 minutes later, she was leaving.
Listen,
No, she's leaving.
listen. I want something to be known right now that each one of these hot sauce makers that I'm talking about here, myself included, and all the other small ones I haven't had a chance to talk about yet, we are pioneers in our own right within the category of hot sauce. Fire Pots Farm makes some of the most unique hot sauce I have ever fucking tasted. I fucking swear to God. All of them. Fucking Stephen Pulley. Like, this dude knows how to burn you. He knows how to burn you. I'm serious. Like, this guy knows how to blend some fucking ingredients and give you a fucking flavor that you just would never expect in hot sauce. I'm serious. Gone are the days of pepper sauce, strictly just being pepper sauce. You know what I'm saying? Kill it with the ferments. I'm serious. I hated jalapeno hot sauces. I don't even really like jalapeno peppers, but this dude made a jalapeno hot sauce that I absolutely fucking love. Love it. And I love his fermented sauces. They're fucking delicious. Banditos. Another one that you can taste the different spices. It's like a spicier hot sauce, but not spicy as far as like, oh my god, it's overdone. It's like hot, riding on the peppers, and then the spices. I'm serious, people. These are experiences in hot sauce. It's not just eating hot sauce. It's an experience in hot sauce. You know what I mean? Like, you're going somewhere when you eat these hot sauces. Your taste buds are taking a fucking journey. Burnt fucking orchard. I remember the first day I met Tony from Fire Pods, right? He had like, I think 3 sauces with him. I gave him like 3 or 4 sauces, I think, right? I tasted these hot sauces, and I was fucking floored. Because I had tried using carrots before and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But this guy. Then he makes a fucking seasoning called the grub rub. And it's made with all natural shit. Like, straight up. No fake nonsense you don't understand. You know what I mean? Like real actual spices and herbs, vegetables, peppers and shit. And I mean like, these hot sauces are, each of them are masters. They're masters. And I say this not because I'm a chef or because I'm some like hot sauce master chef, whatever that even fucking means, right? I know how to make shit that people like and that tastes good. And these people know how to make shit that people like and that tastes good. And I make hot sauce. I make a fucking new flavor every single fucking time I get a fucking bottle and put something in it. So it's not like I don't have a variety of hot sauces to choose from. But these hot sauces are fucking delicious. They really are. I mean it, with everything in it. Now, earlier I was supposed to try the Pepper Princess Punch, but I fell asleep and was knocked the fuck out for like 2 or 3 hours. I haven't had Pepper Princess Punch in a long time. It's delicious. It's nice and thick. Ooh. Alright. I get why I call it Pepper Princess Punch. Shit goes down sweet. Hey, what up, True Sick? How you doing? I'm talking about hot sauce. And some of the best hot sauces that you may not have heard of. If you haven't and you like hot sauce, you definitely want to check these people out. I love hot sauce. I make hot sauce myself. Northern Without Sauce or NOWC brand hot sauce. I do custom exotic hot sauces made with all natural, fresh ingredients. No preservatives, no additives, nothing like that. Just vinegar, fruits, peppers, and sometimes salt. I'm trying to get it to where I'm not using
Click the link to shop
salt
now and use the code
at all, but it depends on my fruit and my balances. Like sometimes I'm able to get the sodium or at least the flavor of savoriness from using vegetables. So yeah, that's something that I do occasionally. But you might have missed. Is all we talk about? No, it depends. We can talk about all types of stuff. It's Primetime Omen. So, what's the topic? What do we want to discuss? Throw something out there. We can talk about that. But I was talking about hot sauce before you asked what we were talking about. Stephen Pulley's hot sauce, Fire Pots Farms, Little Dick's hot sauce, Dandito's sauce, and Killick's hot sauce company. Check all those brands out, people out there, if you haven't heard of them before. They're definitely worth giving a look into if you like hot sauce. Oh, goodness gracious.
I don't see that she is a successful publicist and her boyfriend is a partner in a law firm.
I've been digging into trust and I found a civil case filed in 2014. A woman named Rachel Sykes accused of a break.
In New York?
No, Columbus, New Jersey, the case is wrapped. Rachel Sykes brought it up. It's unclear. Can't really find it. Last name address, it's dead end, last place of employment, they've been helping out.
Thanks for keep working.
Noodles.
Talk to them later and let's see what we can find out.
Noodles. I want noodles.
She's like, good woman.
I have some noodles to review actually.
Did you go to the police?
It's a little pack of noodles that I found in this place. I think it was New York. I'm not sure where it was. I bought like 80 packs of noodles. All different types. Mostly spicy ones. I like spicy noodles. No, there's a lot of other stuff like stupid scary stories, music, gaming videos, talks about bipolar, mental awareness. They're just further down. It just doesn't happen to be the topic that I'm talking about today. I'm talking about hot sauce at the moment. Then I'll move on from that to something else. Now, some of the people in the land of hot sauce, my friends, well, there's this whole debate on the hottest of the hots. What makes a good hot sauce a good hot sauce? Is it heat? Is it the balance of flavor? Me, personally, I like hot sauce that you can taste the different peppers. Each pepper has its own particular flavor, and it hits your taste buds in different ways. Like a Scotch bonnet pepper is kind of like in the middle of your tongue and tip of your tongue, where scorpions are in the middle and the sides. Other ones will hit the roof of your mouth near the back of your throat. It's very interesting. You have a few hot sauces that are specifically meant to burn certain areas. Like one in particular called Tongue Blaster is meant to burn the middle tip front of your tongue so that it feels like numbness. It's terrible. It's terrible. But, you know, some people like that. Personally, I like well-rounded hot sauces that deliver flavor and heat. It's not necessarily the hotter the better, but it has to be hot. I don't like weak hot sauce. It doesn't make sense to me. Weak hot sauce. Mild hot sauce. It's gotta be hot to be hot sauce. I like sweet. Some hot sauces that are vinegary are good to me because you want that kind of tart and tanginess that you get with the vinegar. But there are times when I want to taste more pepper and vegetable and fruit and spice than vinegar. So that's why I love the fact that there are a wide variety of hot sauces to choose from now. And they're regional. You know what I mean? Like you can try 100 different peach habanero hot sauces. Or peach hot sauces. Let's just say peach hot sauce, because there's so many different peppers that you can use. And they're all going to be good within their own right, you know. Now tonight, this hot sauce here is the hot sauce that I didn't want to mention on Insta because there's no more left right now. It's the only bottle that I know of in existence. And I'm not sharing it with anybody. But this hot sauce is good on fucking ice cream. I kid you not. And I'm gonna eat some ice cream with this hot sauce. And it's fucking delicious. It's like spicy in a cinnamon, ginger, allspice, maple kind of way. Like, you wanna put it on pancakes and scrambled eggs, and sausages, and waffles, and chicken, and steak. Fucking, I can't think of one thing that you cannot eat this fucking hot sauce with. I can't. Not yet. I bet you it would even taste good if I put it in some spicy noodles. I'm gonna try that. I should try that tonight.
The distance between race and what could be. While he's tapping into his passion, the U.S. Bank mobile app can help you tap your way to your savings goals without visiting you. So you can feed his passion. Earplugs not included.
Ice cream.
U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
Spoiler alert.
Ice cream and sticky chambers. Fucking what?
Incognito. Looks, cooks, and tastes like meat, but it's made from plants. Incognito.
Ooh, this is gonna be perfect.
Afraid you might like it.
It's like the way the scooper made it. It's like made this little pocket. So like the hot sauce is inside the little pocket. See, look. Let me see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see. Can you see it? See? Stop turning around. God damn it. Whatever, man. The hot sauce is in the damn ice cream. And it's so good. It's like a hot sauce. An ice cream hot sauce sundae.
I got you. That's what
You
Spark-
need sticky chambers in your life.
Great Simone Biles needed a spark. When she was in foster care,
You need
Betty
it.
and Bob stepped up. They grabbed Simone and her sister up in their arms. And
I don't think
we got you. You're with
I don't
us.
think you'll ever
And to this day, when
I don't think you'll
Simone
ever
Biles is still
look at hot sauce the same again. There's no way possible.
Seems possible.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Basically the same.
seriously.
Talk to them, solve
If-
the examples, it'll be
If the video, if the title of this video was hot sauce and ice cream, you would probably instantly grossed out because your mind would automatically think of like a bottle of Frank's Red Hot hot sauce on some ice cream, and that's not appealing at all. That sounds disgusting, right? So imagine your surprise watching me eat hot sauce on ice cream. And I want to tell you something. I'm not joking. This shit is fucking good. It's really good.
Which means we need evidence and trust what's had it at the time.
I wish I was really like a breakfast person, because I don't eat breakfast once in a while. I'm not really into the whole breakfast thing. But I might just so I could have this hot sauce on some pancakes and sausage. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want no eggs. Just pancakes and sausage. You know? Coming soon to a fucking ice cream shack near you. Sticky Chambers milkshakes.
I spoke to Declan 2 weeks ago. We did. The bonds and form here can be pretty strong. Addicts often rely on each other even after we're sober.
What kind of techniques did you use to help the kids out?
Without being too specific, I use hypnosis.
I understand for.
We were together for 60 days. By the end, he even thought
This
about
could be a
marriage.
fucking ice cream flavor for crying out fucking loud.
So,
What's your question, True Seeker?
Well, we think you may be using hypnosis techniques to sexually assault women.
You don't seem surprised.
Declan and I have a good relationship, but I know who he is. Frankly, what he's doing now, handing out ayahuasca, taking other people, peddling drugs, never sat well with me.
Trust that hypnotize people.
Yeah, he said he wanted to help others to pay it forward, so I taught him everything I know.
Why do you run down my stuff?
I understand that that is essential.
You're fucking
We're friends.
What's going on?
Trust me.
I'm waiting for True Seeker's question. I don't want to like get into talking and shit, and then the question pops up, and then I feel like I'm being interrupted because I'm sure it's not that. It's probably some type of a delay thing. pardon my silence while I wait for truth seekers to ask their question, so I can give it my full attention and an honest, well thought out answer. I want some fucking noodles. Jeez. Noodles. Delicious noodles. Not necessarily spicy noodles, but noodles nonetheless. You know? Like, maybe some shrimp flavored ones. I do still have a bowl of that damn miso soup. The rice noodles. Maybe I'll make that. But I'll spice it up a little bit because they make it a little bit bland. Maybe I just won't add as much water to it. Lessen the amount of water and increase the amount of flavor without actually having to add anything to it. Potentially. Now, later on, midnight, late night omen, which of course is one of those things that, because I'm sitting here, truth seeker, I mean, what am I gonna do? Get up and go someplace else? I don't feel like it. I have an ashtray right there, and that to me is pretty much all I need, is my ashtray. So there's the truth and the answer. That's why I'm smoking here. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to get up and go anywhere. My camera is right here, so that's why. Oh, goodness gracious. Where was I? Yes, hot sauces and things. Ice cream. Milkshakes made out of hot sauce. Hot sauce infused ice cream. I wanted to have like pepper infused honeys and shit, because that would be banging. Hot honeys. But as far as I know, it's already been done. So I want to taste them now. Like different peppers mixed with the honeys. Nothing else. Just peppers and the honey. Scotch bonnet honey. Habanero honey. Not necessarily. Well, you know, jalapeno honey might actually be good. I imagine it could probably be tasty, you know what I'm saying? So that might actually be something worth looking into. Perhaps. Anyway, sometime later on today, tonight, or whatever, we're gonna have to blend up this batch of fucking Pokemon Plum Scotch. Got a lot of stuff. It's been fermenting for about a month. Shit. And I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna taste it. Why all the cursing? I'm normally very angry, I guess would be the answer to that question. So, because my brain is usually spitting shit at me faster than I have a chance to like word it properly, I'll just curse. You know, pretty much what it is. I am perfectly capable of speaking with, you know, out cursing if I'm not angry. I'm calm. Sometimes it's for comedic effect. It's not for everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna apologize for it either. It's part of my behavior. It's just who I am. I mean, it's been worse. Trust me. Trust me. You know, but that's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. It's not meant necessarily to put people off, but at the same token, if it puts you off, then you're not necessarily the type of person that might enjoy my company anyway. So it's not like it's a loss for either one of us. You get what I'm saying? And I don't mean that to be rude or disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, if you were a certain kind of way, like, let's say you spoke and you use words like, I don't know, fluffing under, and I just don't like that word. And it's like smurf. You use it on everything. Oh, fluffing on this and fluffing on that. And I'm just like, oh God, you know, everything else about this person is cool, except for this one freaking thing. I don't like that anymore because of this one thing. You know, you take the good and the bad, you know what I'm saying, with people, if they're worth it. If they're not worth it, then, you know, it's neither one of you, it's nobody's loss. It's nobody's loss. That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? I've been turned on for being nice, not nice, whatever. So, honestly, people's opinions matter to a certain extent, and then if I feel that it's impacting my life in a way that I don't like, then they no longer matter. Pretty much. I look at it this way. I didn't start a YouTube channel to do things that other people like. I started to do things that I like. And if people like what I like, I'd like for them to enjoy what I do with me. But if they don't like it in its entirety, then it's not for them. You know, because when I enjoy shit, I enjoy it in its entirety. Or I don't enjoy it at all. You know, I can't half enjoy something. That's like half swimming. Are you trying to swim or not? You know, because quite frankly, you can't really do anything if you're doing it half. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That's why I'm like, when it comes to hot sauce, I talk about a lot because it's what I do. I make hot sauce, so I talk about hot sauce. I love hot sauce. It's a passion, you know. Creating something that people genuinely like. And that tastes good. And it's good for you too, you know what I'm saying? The fruits and the peppers, a combination of things. It's good for your gastrointestinal. It's good for your cardiovascular. It's good for your respiratory. It's good. It's good for allergies. I have fucking hay fever. Like, seriously. Terrible allergies. And they aren't as severe now since I've really been eating a lot of peppery foods and stuff with capsaicin in it. So I can speak to that, and that it is definitely good for those who suffer from seasonal allergies. That's a fact. Because I don't take medication. I don't like pills. I just don't like pills. You know, you never know what's in the pill. You know what I mean? They can tell you anything. And I don't understand all that scientific shit. Not that scientific shit. That's a whole different part of science that I'm really not interested in. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna invest my money in a laboratory and start making drugs. It's not legal, nor is it something that interests me. I get a greenhouse and grow peppers. Another thing that I'm doing is growing peppers. I got some Scotch bonnet peppers. I've got some white Moruga scorpion peppers, some white boot peppers, Trinidad scorpions, red nagas, sugar rush peaches. You know, that's the type of stuff that I enjoy doing. Making music, writing, taking pictures, exploring cemeteries, studying history. So, that's a lot of what I like to do. I'm not really big, I don't really watch TV. I might watch it once in a while. Usually crime shows and shit like that. First 48, you know, Law and Order, CSI, NCIS, you know, that shit. But I hate watching the news. I hate watching the news. It's always so freaking depressing, you know? It's always some terrible stories, some suffering, death, destruction. It's not... I just don't like being, you know, focused on negative shit. Negative shit makes me negative, so I try to isolate myself from it, you know. I usually stay to myself. I don't really find myself in crowds of people. I don't like being in crowds of people. It's not a comfortable feeling. And it's hot here. But I've been trying to keep the temperature at like, you know, 75 for my plants. It's like the perfect temperature for them. I want to get them to the stage where I know they'll make it. Right now, they're still delicate. And this is, I didn't get them this far the last time. Last time I got them about maybe 2 weeks worth of growth. And then some shit happened. I think I started them too early. I should have started them more like maybe. Well, I think I started this group at the perfect time because the weather's warm. So I've had them for about maybe 3 weeks, I think now. So I'm a week past the last of any of them. You know, everybody was like, the hardest part is to get them to germinate. And germinating part's been the easy part for me. I've been germinating them like crazy. The hard part's been getting them to stay alive past the first 2 leaves. Now 3 of them have their second set of leaves. So I'm like, yes. And they're getting big. They're like, fuck this shit. We're not having it, sir. We want to grow large, gigantic. We're going to do that right now. So I can't wait. Well, I can, because part of doing this, changing the process of the way I make hot sauce and growing peppers, is to try to teach myself something in life that I don't normally have, which is patience. You have to be patient with your plants. You can't rush them. They're going to grow when they want to grow. You're not going to say, hey, plant, what the fuck are you doing? Mind, like, hurrying up. I want to see your peppers now. You're not doing it. You're going to sit there and be like, yeah, buddy. It's called photosynthesis. You know what I'm saying? Like, sunlight, energy, growth. So you're just going to have to sit there and shut the fuck up. Now, what I try to do is, at the very least, leave light on so that they get like almost an 18-hour light cycle. You know what I'm saying? Give them more sun, you know, more light, so that they have a better time period. That's the problem with the Northeast and growing things, is your cycle and the amount of time you have to grow. So not only is it that you don't have the warmer months, you don't have the daylight cycle. So as the winter months, you know, as the months get closer towards fall and winter, you know, the harvest time, you're losing a lot of daytime. So that's why I hear programs, and I'm sure there's some in place, but I believe it would be more beneficial to grow a great deal of shit in warehouses let's say, planting season, so that they're strong enough to take that last, you know, you don't put them out in the frost, obviously, but after that last frost, boom, the ground warms up a little bit, pop them motherfuckers in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, the way I would see it is get a few of those little stupid ass hand warmer things, the natural ones that aren't bad for plants and shit. Just like stick that shit around it and put it in the ground so it keeps it warm until the ground itself warms back up. Bap. And plant them shit. And in that way, you know, we can capitalize on the shorter period of time that we have. Or even, you know, what to do is, just in case that is harmful, wrap those things in like some type of a sealed bag, so that the heat emanates, but they aren't actually entered into it, right? And the plants would already be full grown, so they only would need that soil. And then the whole thing is, it's a bag. When the soil warms, just pull it straight up, pull that out from under it, drop the shit down in the ground. You're right there, done. Now, like I said, I don't know if people have done this before. And I'm not like some agricultural genius. It just makes sense to me. That just seems like it would make sense if that's what we need in order to grow certain things earlier in the season. We can do this, people. We can do this. When I have my little quarter acre of land, that's my plan, is to try some of these different things that I'm thinking in my head and see if they actually work. And if they work, then I'm going to use it on a much more permanent and larger scale. Like maybe embed little warming coils. And these warming coils will be powered by a solar panel, right? During the sun, this thing would suck in heat right? And you would set a thermometer, obviously, to warm these coils. Excuse me. Now the coils in the ground, you would set to whatever temperature it is or whatever kind of plants you're growing. They would be low enough that the roots themselves wouldn't touch them. And I'm talking about for pepper plants, right? This is my plants. It would be an outdoor setup, but it would be like an outdoor greenhouse. So see, here's how I would save on the whole project not being some built house. Boom. Here's what you do. You dig about 6 feet by 8 and about, let's say, a foot down. Nice little rectangular pattern, right? Bam. Then you put some wood along the edges, some plywood along the edges, just high enough that it makes about maybe a 6-foot edge above the ground, right? Bam. Now, the heating coils will be placed in the bottom, right? Of course, you'll put some type of protective material down, something heat retardant, but not toxic. So maybe rocks. Exactly, rocks. So you put some rocks down, right? You put some rocks down in this, pebbles, stones, whatever. Then put the coils down on top of that. Then you would put the rocks, like maybe glass. No, not glass, but some type of heat transferring solid, some type of rock or stone that would be warmed up by the coils and then transfer heat to it. Now, mind you, these coils would obviously be sealed so that they'd be waterproof, but the stones would keep them from being impacted by the roots, right? Bam. So then after you've got the whole rock situation done, wiring is already out through the wooden sidebox, you put your soil down, right? Put your soil down. I would say you put like compostable matter, like plant matter, shit like that, stuff that's gonna break down and cause nutrients. You put that down first over the soil that's over the rock. So it goes rocks, coils, rocks, soil, material, then soil, right? Boom. Now, once all that's done, you've got your growing box. Now, it's a 6 foot by 8 foot section, right? So 6 foot by 8 foot. That means you need a covering of 6 feet by 8 feet. Or what you could do is you could buy a 6 foot by 8 foot clear tent of some sort, or the tent poles, and get some type of clear nylon plastic, or polyurethane, something strong enough to withstand, the elements and such. Now the posts you would probably stake into the ground. I would suggest staking them, not just leaving them there. I'll probably dig them into the ground by at least a foot. Anchor those babies down. Boom. You want them to stay down, right? You want this to be an enclosed area. Now, what this would ensure you is that you would be able to grow within these boxes all year round, as long as there's sun. And to replace the cycle of the sun, you would have lights set up within the little tiny greenhouse, the little portable greenhouse, right? That would shine on it. You'd have 3 lights, I would say, or maybe 4 for each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming in at all angles. Bam! These lights would be set to a timer, or a light timer. When the sun goes down, they automatically, boom, they're on. And they would be set to replace the time missed in the normal light cycle, right? The warmth from the soil is kept maintained at whatever degrees you set it at. So now you're able, and of course, you can hook this up to like a car battery. You feel what I'm saying? The heating coils, if you had to, if the sun cycle wasn't warm, keeping the battery going enough. So that way you're not wasting or drawing any more power off your electric bill. You're not running up a bill to do this. Now, keeping it enclosed allows you to keep out pests. Therefore, you won't have to use pesticides. You know what I'm saying? No pesticides needed. Now, you can even set it up in a way that you never have to go into it unless it's to actually pick. You know, you can like put in some little zippers on the side, right? You can create this whole shit yourself. And through these zippers, you can put gloved hands in, right? You know, like they have in those little fucking things you see in like the incubators and shit like that. Boom. That way you can like prune them if needed. If needed. Or you could go in there. But it would have like one of those little net things so that when you go open the original first door, you have the little net. That way you're guaranteed not to let any bugs in there. You know, that's very important to keep the peppers as natural as possible. And this can be done with not a lot of money. It can be done. I'm pretty sure these coils that I'm speaking of or a heating mat probably already exists. I'm just talking about a way to put it outdoors in Wingland where you can find plots of 6x8 and just grow a bunch of different things around the year without killing your power.
Hypnotizing a woman is no different than giving her a date-rape drug. It renders the victim helpless, and it makes her.
And I'm pretty sure there are people that are doing it, but I'm wondering if they're doing it all year round. Like increase the supply of food. You know what I'm saying? We need more food, natural foods. So that's one of my projects that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to actually write that down so I can start building it, because I like growing things now. It's fun. Eventually I'll start breeding betas again. That was fun too. Things that require a large amount of patience, because I need to learn patience. Like I have to learn patience. If I don't learn patience, it's gonna drive me crazy. You know? It's fucking hot in here. But I cannot turn on the air conditioner. I can't. I won't do it. I won't do it. I know by, let's say, June, like middle of June, I should really start seeing some progress. I mean, they're in their own little contained ecosystems, each one of them, so, except for the ones that are in the big pots. Those ones are kind of like more, it's like I'm trying different things, trying to see what happens if you just toss the seeds out there and just water them, which is what I did with the ones that are in that white pot there. And they're like fucking growing like wildfires. Then I have the ones that are more controlled with soil that I actually like got out of a bag instead of just like whatever was laying around. So yeah, they're growing. Now how big are they gonna grow? That I'm not sure. The fact that they're growing at all is good for me because I'm not using any fertilizers, I'm not using any plant foods or chemicals, anything like that. Just straight water and soil. So I'm excited. It's almost like how excited, except not on the same scale, obviously, I was when, you know, I knew I was gonna have children. You know, that whole time period from the beginning of the pregnancy to childbirth. It's like, wow, I wanna see what happens. I wanna grow these peppers and then make hot sauce with them. Because these peppers I have are extremely rare peppers in the United States. I'm not gonna say where I got them from. It's a trade secret. It's one of those types of things that you know, you don't share with everybody unless there's something for you to gain from it. Doesn't always have to mean money, but something. It's like, hey, I'll share these peppers with you if you grow me some of them as well. Then I'll share them. So I don't have enough space. But I'm about to make this nice little, you'll see it when I do it. So I have a nice sized window here, which is what gave me the idea of the 6 foot by 8 foot configuration in my mind. Because I can see it. Like, I can see how you could do it with that and some rods stuck into the ground right around the plants. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Boom. Build out the box. Comes up. Smack, smack, smack. 4 pieces of wood, right? Along the edges. As thin as you can get them. It could be lattice wood, you know what I'm saying? Or trim. Like 2-inch shit or 3-inch. At each corner. Then you just get the weatherproof plastic. Staple, 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 staple. Leave one side open. Of course, at the top, you go across. You know, you build a frame, and then you staple the plastic to the frame, and then you leave one side open. You put some of that like mosquito click netting, so you can go in and out from that end. Bam. Actually, you do that on both sides so that you can water them. You know, not have to like walk in there, or you leave a space between, because it's 6 foot by 8 feet, so you know, 8 feet of space. You could put like a 1 foot path down the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do. Perfect. Could you imagine seeing a bunch of these little miniature greenhouses start popping up all over the fucking place, growing all types of different foods and fruits? Retaining the heat just enough, keeping the bugs out naturally without a need for any kind of, you know, pesticides. And then if you're keeping them in a nice, moist, hot, you know, plants that need that environment, well then guess what? You can mist them and keep the humidity level up, and the water itself will water the plants. That's how my plants are doing well. I haven't had to continuously water them because the soil's damp enough that it kind of steams up a little bit. Oh snap, it's 10 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time for me to take a little break and just relax for a minute before late night Omen. So I want to thank you all for joining me for Primetime Omen. And have a good evening. And I'll see you again at 12 o'clock. I'll see you tomorrow at 9.